He's like, go, go. And I'm like, go. we were conversing with the guy. It wasn't even on. That's fucked up. You know you're stoned when you don't know something like that. And why did you say yo again? Is it? And I realized, wait a minute. Hey, how's it going? Rock out like a band. Didn't realize my headphones weren't plugged in there to the mic. Sorry about that. I was actually talking to you, but wasn't at the same time. I was having a long, deep conversation with the man, but she left. You didn't realize.
On account of being stoned was slightly crazy.
Yeah. And I can't remember the last day, but I had about a 5-minute nap today before it woke me up.
When I don't take my meds, I still suffer from insomnia. If I don't take my meds for a while, I can go on a fucking spree and deal with a whole bunch of shit that's been bugging me for a while, and the worst thing that'll be happening is they'll stick me in psych ward. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, fuck some people up. Yeah, I had some people
Same here, the
piss me
worst
off
shit they
for a
did to me
little
is
while.
sticking in the nut word.
Yeah.
I get away with lots of shit.
So you're gonna stick me here and feed me, and I don't have to get dressed on a daily basis? Okay, that's cool. I'm in. Yeah.
Well, that was pretty quick. I just decimated way from there. You're alright, I guess. I'm head to toe, you're alright.
Yeah.
Oh well. Just kill them all anyways.
Kill them all, that God sort of man.
It's like, oh, upgraded your bunkers, did you? I think we're gonna make wave 23 fucking super size just to use you. You know?
With a little bit of cheese thrown in on the side.
And a bunch of surgeons to make sure you have an extra hard time taking it down. Actually, that kind of helped out. Separated them, you know?
Yeah.
Spread them out. They're spread out where they die. Cut wave 23 down the side of the here. Yeah. Alright. Nice. Yeah. Not letting you pick it up. Oh, I was pressing the wrong. I was sitting there pressing X trying to pick it up instead of square. I'm like, what the fuck? It's not letting me pick it up. You know, 24 is going to join 23, and it's all going to be like 3 pitch. Oh, good, good. Good stuff. Sorry for making you dizzy, man. It's become a habit when I'm high.
I know. Stay still,
dude. I get so bored when I'm
stop
playing by
moving.
myself, I start doing this, you know? And it's like, now it's become a habit. Before I used to just go back and forth really fast, right? Now I go in circles.
store. Hot gun body was pretty good.
Yeah, but 40K is too average, you know?
Yeah.
That's what they want us to keep capping out at, eh? They keep trying to hold us at that level. You get to like 50, 60, and it's like, okay, now we're going to make it stronger, catch you back down to 40. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Wait, I'm supposed to try to do the voltage thing.
What?
Show you what I did to get the gold real quick. See if
Oh, yeah.
It might work again. Game has so many errors that, like, you know. It's not my fault if I press buy the game, see? Rob's like, they're gonna collect the money from me. I'm like, no, they're not. How are they gonna do that? Take away my fucking my hero perk? They started taking my shit away. I can sue them for fucking with my intellectual property.
No.
Yeah. And I'm actually paying customers too. Yeah, when you have a video game that you, like a real-time strategy kind of game like this where you build all your stuff and you have to like earn it all,
Yeah.
that's considered your intellectual property.
Huh?
Yeah. By law. No,
I thought you were checking gold.
yeah. Sorry about that. See if it'll work. Now it says buy on the $11.99. Watch.
What does it say?
I'm gonna click buy.
Yeah.
And watch what happens. Please wait. Confirm purchase. And it says I have $0, right?
Yeah.
Current wallet 0. Now watch this. Watch it. Oh, come on, man. Really?
No.
I'll try again. Try it on this one. It was a $6.99 one. I got it like 6 times in a row, and then finally said the information wasn't valid. Yeah. Weird. What if I try to get this one? Wow. Imagine if it works this time. 7,500. 10 times. Nope.
Oh.
Yeah. They gave me 3,000 free gold today, so I can't complain about that. Is it your turn?
Yeah. Yeah, you just went and won.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trust me, I'm black and I'm from Toronto. Would I lie? It's funny, people used to ask me for directions, so I always steered them the wrong way. Oh yeah, you go this way, and then you hang a left, then you walk for about 3 blocks, and then you go right, and you'll be right at the corner. Meanwhile, it's in the total opposite direction, right? It's like, yeah, I guess I'm a bit of a prick.
Yeah, people would have been wrong there. What's wrong with these people? People love me, yeah.
I know, I don't know why. It's a pretty big dick move. It's a dick move, but...
How do you rock out like a band, man?
No drop. Fuck this man.
Why'd you even do it?
I just wanted to kill him a different way to see if I could get those fucking points, because I noticed that.
You get the points easier if you don't need dice on them.
There we go. Now let's let these guys get killed. Oh, there's a barrel. Because I saw the barrel. It's like, oh, there's a barrel. I have to put mine there. Don't ask me why. I don't know, man. Even I don't know why I do half the shit I do. Oh, you fucker.
Pause it real quick. I'm gonna check out what color to see on the television. Actually, unpause it because that doesn't help. It's just all gray now. Continue. If you mode. Team mode now. SR. Who's SRGB? Standard mode looks alright, eh?
That's a little darker.
And you can actually see like the alligator's faces and stuff now, eh? And like their eyes and their mouths and stuff. Yeah, you can actually differentiate the characters now, eh? Yeah. Before I just haven't done. Actually, I don't like that. Oh. You're right. That's not stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's good. That's perfect. Is that move it or something? Yeah, that's
Theater mode.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I don't smell it, man. What's my way, dude? Oh, the vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's strong. Wow.
Oh, that mode, Lord.
That's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's alright, eh? Well, over there for a second, we see our characters. No, I don't like it. Go back over to the left for a sec.
This is the best one.
This one?
Yeah.
Scenery mode?
Yeah, the color is perfect.
Yeah, you can look at the faces and stuff, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Try to picture it.
Wow. Man, that's strong. What, the vinegar? Any bugs yet?
So far.
Yeah, that one sounded a little zesty. With the side of chunks.
I was doing some online research when I was listening to the band.
The band?
Yeah, I went to a they got music playing.
Are we allowed indoor dining yet?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I need to go out at the end of the month and catch
I'm
COVID.
gonna go run my clothes in the dryer again.
Capacity kind of thing, and usually you gotta wear a mask when you're sitting down.
Yeah, and you have to put it on if you're going to the wash.
That kind of thing, yeah. When you're going to your seat and all.
Get this fucking
You
rules.
can't mingle between tables, not from 4 people to a table.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waiters and waitresses and all that staff have to wear masks and stuff.
Huh.
So I found out a few interesting things when I was looking at stuff online.
Yeah?
Like the mental health act kind of thing.
Yeah.
Basically, as soon as you go into a mental health hospital, they have to get you in contact with the patient's rights advocate, and they have to give you certain information,
Really?
including talk to you about consent capacity board, like if your
Yeah.
legal status changes,
Yeah.
or you're in a facility for roughly 2 weeks or more,
Yeah.
they immediately have to get you in contact with the patient's rights advocate.
Oh, I didn't know
So if you're
that.
like put on a form,
Yeah.
depending on what the form is, they also have to put you in contact with the patient's rights advocate.
Yeah.
So they can tell you how to contest things.
Huh.
Get you in contact with a lawyer if you need one, if you want one, and things like that.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know any of that. That's good to know.
I got the contact information from during July.
Oh.
It's a 1-800 number as well. And if you're denied access to a phone to contact these people or anything like that,
Yeah.
well, that's basically a violation of your rights.
Huh.
Because you can't contact a lawyer when you're in the hospital or something like that, and you're asking for it. It means you basically be violated. Just like one of the police would do, contact a lawyer.
Somebody goes up there and steals my roaches.
I thought you don't like cockroaches.
No, my roaches from my joint.
Oh yeah, probably. There's a squirrel.
Is that crazy guy downstairs?
What crazy guy does?
Was it insured?
Oh yeah.
I don't have any weeds, Sully, but I found a bunch of roaches that I stole from Jay.
Still would like to know what happened to my weed pipe.
Yeah. He probably did it.
Yeah, that's a little fucking weird, man.
But there's not that much stuff in there.
Sure, exactly.
It's hard to lose something.
Well,
Usually when Jay says he's lost something in the room, he finds it in a couple minutes.
yeah.
And it's usually in the bed.
Man, if I
somewhere.
lose
Or under
shit
the
where I
bed.
run, that means I'm in serious trouble and I need to fucking dry out for a week.
Well,
That's what
because
it tells me.
All I have in my room is
Yeah.
hot.
Especially when I start seeing people in front of my door, but my door's closed, so it's like, okay.
Oh yeah, that would be cause for trouble.
There's been a time where I saw my dad, and then I had to remind myself that my dad's been dead 24 years. It's like, okay, I need to sleep. It's just that simple, you know? And I look at my body now, man. It's like, sure, I'd like to keep partying, but I can't. I need food, I need water, and I need about
So you
18 hours sleep.
Very good for you.
You know? And then I'll go again. But until then, I
Warren,
just. Yeah.
Rob,
Oh, got my name right.
yay! Did you bring back any napkins?
No, I only brought back one, but I need it.
Oh man.
They only need one.
Oh man.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Should ask for some toilet paper when I do some groceries, dude.
Yeah, if I
got
roll
some.
put TP off the tea?
A roll of TP? It's gonna cost
Roll
you.
TP for a weenie.
It's gonna cost you a loony. No.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
$6
running
for
low.
12.
I'm running low,
Please.
man.
I really need it. I have
Stop
like-
eating, man. You want to wipe your butt.
Yeah,
Those
exactly.
ABCs need to come out.
Whose fault is that?
Yeah, those are gross.
ABC.
They weren't.
Yeah, you know
that
those
cans?
that you get from the pre-bake?
That's fucking disgusting.
They're good enough
I
for
don't
kids,
eat
what
that
you
shit,
talking
man.
If it was actual
refuse.
real spaghetti, then it's good. That we need. Well, it has to be 12 months after prevent return.
And has been told by
Exactly. So you
Mole
got it.
4 is provincial.
You got it. You got it, man.
Yeah, and the Mole 4, I checked out all some patients right now and get kind of stuff. And the details of the That's fucked up on. And stuff you want to know too, because there's a. Yeah. I was even thinking of a payment schedule for that is legal. Like you don't have to say, oh, you just don't declare it. You just declare it and you'd be fine with it. Oh, it's happened, be fine with it. I mean, ODSP be fine with it. Yeah.
Well, if I had $3,000 oil, I lost $40,000 in after, right? So
Yeah. There's no saving.
Gotta wait till summer and take some sailing lessons first this time.
yeah, that's right. That's why I'm going to your yacht club.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there, man.
I can just keep Jay on retainer. Keep it on retainer long enough to pay off his debt. Because it was like 70,000 for the engines, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty damn sure he told me there's 7 or 8 cases that he could do something. Oh!
There's that. What the fuck you been eating?
Cockroaches.
That's gonna leave a mark.
I can even like hold an RSP form kind of thing. He just gives me the money and I put in my name and then a certain amount. Oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Pay off the debt. And you go on there. The debt. I can pay it off in your time with yeah. Because there's nothing stopping you from paying off someone else's debt.
Yeah, exactly. No, I guess it.
All nice and legal. You don't have to say, oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. What does it mean?
And you would have to like live in Ontario on December 31st, so like around a month.
Yeah,
month after
exactly.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
Tax
yeah,
purchase and all that stuff.
yeah.
Claim residence, you know.
Yeah.
So probably have to declare or live in Ontario, like physically live in Ontario for about 7 months.
Yeah.
Out of the year.
That's what works out to about that.
Something like that. It's in the tax forms
Yeah.
and all that. Just so we can still claim ODSP. And just be like on vacation on the boat. Certain months.
Yeah.
And I think on ODSP there you can get gifts per year of up to 10,000.
Yeah, my friend got a $11,000 inheritance and he reported it, and he didn't take. They took
Oh,
a
an
couple.
inheritance?
Yeah.
That's different. They don't count that.
Yeah.
But if it's a gift
Yeah.
or something like that, it's different.
Yeah.
But also if I had Jay on retainer, like he was an employee or something.
Yeah.
Or paying for services, that's something else.
Right.
That would just be, I think up to $600 a month before they start calling back on ODSP. And then on top of that, it's paid for toilet paper and milk. And half dinner. Those wouldn't be considered gifts, it's considered sharing. They're hard to trace as well. All legal right. So the 1-800 number for the patient's advocacy office and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's certain rules that they have to follow to make sure that those in the mental health system actually get a lawyer and legal representation don't have the rights to do. And the medical basically has to do.
Well, they're not supposed to let us fall through the cracks, but.
But they find ways of splitting it.
Yeah.
And I even found a senator, I think she's based in Ottawa, that is trained in the Mental Health Act for graduate studies in law. And she's trained as a lawyer, and she's been an advocate for a number of things, and she's an advocate for people caught in the penal system. That includes incarceration, also institutionalization. So just in contact with it, explain a few basic things. Oh, by the way, did you know this is going on?
This is what happened. Here's the dates.
Oh, just the basics. And say I can give you more details if you want, but this is basically violation of the rights for a lot of people. These situations, and give her like maybe a few key cases that are really bad.
Yeah.
Like one guy got his leg chopped off because the nurse is pretty fucked up. He was having a blood clot, and he thought he was just joking for attention. He lost leg, he was suing the hospital.
Fucking
What
What the hell, man?
Yeah, they said he was just screaming for attention, being frightened or something like that, and he was, he was lying down on the floor screaming in pain.
You wipe your ass and it's just blood in the toilet, you can satisfy the shit, you know you're dying.
Oh, you can tomatoes.
So, Jay, got the contact information from the Commission of Human Rights and the Ontario Human Rights Commission.
Alright.
You get the mold for, just have to file the complaint before the end of December. You get Brockville, just gotta file it before the end of, well, actually, it's still ongoing. Basically, you have 12 months to file a complaint.
Right.
Friends Affairs, it's still 12 months from April, I guess. Yeah, April of this year.
Brilliant and paperwork, man. Yeah.
And the paralegal program at Algonquin College is 42 weeks.
Really?
42 weeks?
42 weeks, and there's a placement as well.
That's
for
over
120 hours.
24 is 2 months. Oh, long.
Oh, shit.
42 weeks? Or weeks, not days.
Oh, yeah, so
Okay. Well, that, yeah.
I'm a
Less
little
than a
out.
year.
Yeah.
I'm a little out of it today.
Everybody's
Okay.
less than a year.
Jay's don't let me sleep on a regular basis.
You
I was just gonna stay home, chill. I was laying in bed. I was watching
you come
TV.
over and play the game.
And,
What a
and,
bastard.
and my partner went out, and I knew that they weren't home till like 8 or 9 o'clock. And I was like, finally, some peace. And then like 2 seconds later, I was like, I'm bored. Hey, what's Jay doing? Then Jay sent me a message. It's like, yeah, okay, I'll be in 30 minutes.
So, Jay, if you're good enough as a lawyer kind of thing, I could pay you a reasonable fee, a small fee per month, and you could stay on ODSP, and I could put some money away to help you get out your ambulance problem.
I don't want to
Does it-
have
if I-
this problem. I just want to get another boat.
Just breaks it, put that ambulance problem.
How much are ambulances now? When I was in Toronto, it was $45.
At least $70,000.
And I had, no, in
Oh, in ride?
yeah, because they sent me
140, I think.
because I owed them $600. I was like, what's this
$600?
Yeah, for ambulance
What
rides.
did you do? Take some stuff from there?
I was having heart issues again at the time. And they don't like to fuck around with shit like that, apparently. Although I don't have to wait and triage.
Whoa! There's a
and shit,
$5 bill.
Yeah, I saw that.
You
Stick
know?
it to the fridge. Look
Yeah, I
at it.
saw it.
What the fuck is that?
The bugs caught it.
So like, as soon as I mentioned it's my heart, it was like,
How
bang,
does that happen?
bang, I'm in and
How did
taken
it
care
even
of.
move off the plate in the first place? It was actually on the plate that moved to there.
It was a breeze.
The bugs hit it.
Where did this grease come from?
The second bite.
Probably my butt. But
One talking. The explosions.
That's what-
Speaker from here.
nothing better than a warm fart on a cold day.
And then you realize it wasn't a fart.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
What's going on where?
The dollar bills just hanging on the door.
Yeah, it just fell off this like.
Yeah. Well, you walk away from it, you created a draft and it fell over, and then this guy with the machine stuff hit the struck.
Yeah, yeah.
See?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Wasn't that
I have a scientific mind.
sticky?
Either that or it's a really dumb ghost.
Yeah, it's a really weird spirit.
It's saying, do some more, man, do some more.
What the fuck? Why are ghosts always bad? You ever see a fucking movie with a ghost and he's just a fucking happy-go-lucky dude? It's like, hey man, let's drink beer and eat bananas and watch football. No, you fucking watch a movie and they're all tripped. It's like, what the fuck did I do to you?
Because they're evil spirits. Everything that's dead and comes back to life is evil. Oh wait. There's that one guy with the cave issue.
Yeah.
What was his name? Jesus or something?
Yeah.
Some Latino guy?
He was attitude.
Yeah.
Well, fuck with me, I'm the Messiah. Yeah? Well, I'm on voting third. I'm gonna fuck you up. Bastard.
Funny thing is, these days, he's going to be the son of God. They told me to read it.
He's gonna feel him, or they send the FBI to your compound. Yeah.
What for?
Yeah.
They're converts. Yeah, really. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like fucking Waco, all those kids who died and shit like that.
Yeah.
And the
Burning too. Fire.
Yeah, I saw one
Fucking
documentary.
horrible,
They said
man.
that they had a flamethrower on one of the tanks that
Yeah,
was ran the place.
bullshit.
It just set the place on fire.
It,
Which is wrong.
the gunfire started because at the side of the building, one of the ATF agents, after FBI was gone, saw something, heard something, and fired. And the people in the house thought, oh, game on. And they started
Yeah.
firing, which caused everybody else
Yeah.
to fire. And just like, yeah.
And the flash from a couple of the automatic weapons ignited
Yeah.
the gas that they had flying around because some of the
Is there a
Waco
line
guys
there, Warren?
had
No.
a
Okay, Chris, one up.
But yeah,
some of the Waco guys had gas masks on,
Yeah.
so they were going to burn the place.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
was
burned
going
it
on.
down to the ground.
And another thing, a lot of women ran out of the compound when it was on fire. Their mothers.
It was actually the tear gas that ignited.
But they ran out without bringing their fucking children.
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of person is that?
Yeah.
You should have died with your child or brought your child. You don't have the fucking option of running out and leaving your child inside. Not in my mind.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you. Yeah, don't get me started.
Warren's not going to use the $5 bill.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
It's on the door, Warren.
You couldn't find it. It's not in standard place.
Oh, no.
Hi, MFAs. Somebody said hi, but I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Two people. Yo, hi.
Brought out like A-B-N-D-D.
Rock out like a band.
Oh, yo. I can read. It's all broken up on the screen.
I don't do math good, but I do speaking and writing extremely terrific.
Excellent, Dave.
Excellent, Dave. It's a Simpsons episode. They're trying to get somebody to play Mr. Burns in a play, and they have the Mexican beat guy that says, "Okay, now say excellent. Say your line." He gets up. He says, "Excellent day." It's like, yeah, you're fine.
And Hulk goes, exactly.
Exactly.
No.
No, it's excellent. Incredible. Yeah, that's my family. Like, sure, it's satire and hyperbole, but it's a perfect representation of the new nuclear family when it came out. It's just like, you know.
And you can work for yourself after you're married. Start your own business. Just got to be certified in Ontario. There's certain things you can do, like tribunals, administrative tribunals, things like that. Like human rights tribunals.
Before I can go back to school or anything, I need to get that frickin' fastener again.
That won't take long.
I'm gonna fucking croak if I don't get it.
No, you're not.
I'm no good to anybody dead as a lawyer.
You're not gonna croak. Got too many bugs to keep me alive. They don't want you to die. Because if you die, they have nothing to eat.
They're addicted to my blood because it's always full of speed. Like, yeah, give me some more of that shit, man. Okay, I can't.
Oh.
Patient's advocacy website that you can't force someone to take mental health medical treatment unless it's a court order. So when the MOFO forced me to take the medication kind of thing, or tricked me into it, like I said no to it.
They coerced you.
No, they threatened me with 3 big fucking
Yeah,
security
that's
guards.
coercement.
Yeah. So anything I signed in there, like I didn't get legal representation. They wanted me to sign documents. They tried to do that in Brockville too, by the way. I kept on asking for a lawyer to fill in the paperwork just so I could see whether or not I would have to sign information over. And they kept on asking for it. I said, no, I want to speak to the lawyer about this. Not that
Right.
Oh, there's our buddy. He hasn't been here in a couple of days.
What's he riding? Fucking lawnmower?
He's riding his little fucking ages 3 to 11 Harley.
His replacement dick. His hardly. His replacement dick. I wonder what kind of garbage he picked up now.
I left the helmet down there for him.
Oh, that's so
On the window ledge.
I should go down and let him in the house and say, like, everything's cool if you want sex in it, because I just finished loosening up Cindy for you.
There's no way you would take you on. You're too tall. You're too big. You don't take me and Jay on because we're roughly his height. You would probably claim that you assaulted him or something like that.
It's me.
What's that?
I said the drugs make him brave. That's all it is. It's me.
Just like liquor courage.
Liquid courage, yeah.
I can have liquor for 6 times. I got liquor
Wait a
courage.
second, what's he doing here now? It's before midnight.
Guess he's not waiting for the pizza dumpster shit to come straight up outside of the
It's
pizza
not
shop
Sunday.
today.
Saturday, it's like 9:30.
Prom night goes to be.
And I was,
It's funny because it's true.
I was in the bus station in Cleveland. I was coming back from Kentucky, going to Toronto. And I'm taking a look, and there's a fucking homeless guy digging through the garbage.
Yeah.
And then I'm washing my hands, and he pulls out this big package. He opens it up. He's like, chicken. He's like, ooh, chicken. And he says, hey, man. I was like, what? He says, you want a piece? There's lots here. And I was like, nah, I'm good. But then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? That was a really fucking generous thing for him to do. I know it's
True.
kind of weird, but he offered me some,
Yeah.
which is pretty fucking
Like
nice.
you probably hadn't eaten well in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
That was nice. Who says all homeless folk are horrible? Oh yeah, the bigoted ones. I remember now. The prejudiced ones, the haves, not the have-nots. I've met some homeless folk that deserve to be shit on, and others that didn't. But I've met plenty of home folk, shall we say, that deserve to get all the excrement in the world. The privileged
I just
few.
can't deal with most of their mentality.
The privileged
It's like
few.
jailhouse mentality. I just want to knock them all out when I see them. Most of them, except for the nice ones.
Yeah. Some that are friendly.
Hang out with Sally for more than an hour. I'm definitely
I
getting
think we're trying to Toronto, so somebody's being nice to me. I'm just trying to figure out what they want from it. Was it being nice just to be nice? Yeah, that doesn't happen in my city.
I even had a case manager at a drop-in center said, we're all rooting for you, Rob. they saw potential in me or something like that. They said,
Yeah.
we're rooting for you, but figure that. They saw potential in me and they said, we're hoping you get out of the system.
Yeah.
I got all these things going for me. They said, we're hoping you get out of the system. What the hell?
But the system is fucked, man. It's like once you get in, it's fucking difficult to get your shit together
know.
and to get out.
And when
And they keep throwing roadblocks, and then it's
Yeah.
catch-22. They're just like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
man?
You know? That's gonna set you off balance.
fuck you. I hate that shit.
And also, when you do get out, kind of thing, you still carry that taint on you. Because
Mhm.
when somebody finds out, they look at you funny.
Hmm?
I always do. It's kind of like, I did my time. I'm free now. You don't need to bring it up.
Slipknot.
Or shall I go through your background?
Slipknot, psychosocial, very first verse of the songs. I did my time and I want out.
Nice teardrops into your eye. You did your
Yeah.
time, huh? Well, welcome. You're a good boy now. There you go.
Did you get any tattoos when you were already? Oh yeah, I got lots of them. Well, your arms are bare. It's like, yeah, they're all on my ass. One says no parking, the other one says no entry.
Why are they smudged out? I had a rough time.
Apparently my cellmate couldn't read.
He was French. He was French.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't use international sign language.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff I found out at Yates.
Okay.
It's good to know. That's pretty cool.
Like there's a 1-800 number for the mental health stuff.
For what?
For the mental health stuff. For the patient's attitude office.
And you can get your files illegally. They have to give them to you,
Yeah.
from what I remember.
I even asked for my files when I was OCD, so they didn't give them to me. I said
Yeah,
I
they
need-
can't
I
do
said-
that.
I said I needed the access to my files for my case, and they didn't give it
Yeah.
in time.
Uh,
And I found a senator, I think she's based in Ottawa, that's trained in law, and she's an advocate for prisoners' rights and institutionalized people's rights.
It's cool.
And she's trained as a graduate in mental health issues.
Oh, that's really good.
Just have to contact her for the right wording. what you can do.
That's when I was in a psych ward, the shrink did all that shit and asked me the 3 words and asked me to remember. I did all that shit.
Yeah.
And then he says, you know what the problem is? I said, what? He says, you're not crazy, you just drink too much. I was like, well, fuck.
Too bad you couldn't get that right.
Yeah. And then I had to beat up a guy who took my jacket. So I had to stay on the word a little longer. He shouldn't have taken my jacket. I mean, it was like everybody knew I was angry and volatile. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
That's what happens when you drink too much, right?
Exactly. You're fucking right.
That's fine. They didn't give me the 3-word test.
That was my leather jacket, man.
They never gave me the 3-word test.
Nope.
They assumed that if I stopped in a hallway and looked at something, I thought I heard voices.
Yeah.
They just assumed that.
And then you have to just, it's like after you've done it a few times, you know the keywords, you know? And
That's
then
a
you
memory
can,
test for crying out
yeah.
loud.
On
If you
a
didn't
scale
have
of
it,
1 to
you don't have it.
10, how suicidal are you? 5. On a scale of 1 to 10, how homicidal are you? 28. Scribble, 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 scribble. And then they let me leave. It's like, okay, I'm feeling homicidal, and you guys just tell me to go out and pick up pills on Monday because everything's closed on the weekend. Do you know what can happen in 2 days? Did you not hear a fucking word I said?
A lot of shit can happen
You know?
in 2 days.
Yeah. It's like I can guarantee you there's going to be blood. You know, that's a given. But you guys gave me the go-ahead, so whose fucking fault is that if I do anything? I don't have my fucking meds, I wasn't taken away.
Maybe they're just hoping you would go take it on somebody useless, if you know what I mean, and then they could just
Well, yeah,
stick in there
actually
forever.
I wanted to. There was a guy I really didn't like.
They're just giving you an opportunity so they can take
Yeah.
advantage of you. They do the same kind of thing to Jay when they start asking about his worms and stuff. And his plans to blow up the marina or something. Unfortunately, like every once in a while when they ask
Yeah.
Jay questions like that, it gets sarcastic, right, Jay?
Extremely sarcastic.
But he doesn't realize that they take it seriously.
And I start cackling maniacally, and they even said that
Yeah,
as a
then you're
tribunal.
done.
He even cackled maniacally.
But
It's
the
like,
thing is, Jay, they take it seriously.
Yeah, I know, they-
Exactly.
So you gotta
Every
stop
single
doing that.
fucking word.
You gotta stop
Do,
doing that.
do you hear voices? Yeah, I hear yours, and it's really starting to fucking annoy me, so shut up. No, in your head. Yeah, your voice is in my fucking head. Shut up.
No, I hear my own thoughts.
Yeah.
What are your-
Fat Katie.
And you're annoying.
Scribble, scribble.
Yeah.
What was the assumption of guilt?
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
Well, as soon as you have, like, anything with mental illness, the stigma that fucking goes along. It's
Yeah.
like I have something called cyclothymia. And if you Google cyclothymia, and it's a rare mood disorder.
Cyclothymia.
Yeah, it's a rare mood disorder akin to bipolar 2. And I have OCD and anxiety. Which is all fucking managed perfectly with my medication and the balance is right. But you take those pills away, and my rage goes up to here because they did a test and apparently I'm a rageaholic. Yeah.
I guess you didn't play video games that much, huh?
Fuck! Fuck, when you used to see my TVs, I used to throw my fucking controllers and Skittles and popcorn and yeah. I go from like 0 to 80 in 0.8 of a second, just like, okay, now I have to kill people. You know? So if I stop taking my meds, I am fucked. Which is fine because like they call it insight, but I know that I'm only okay because of my meds. When I don't take my meds, things turn to shit, and there's a good chance I'm ending up in an institution of some sort. It's just how it works. So I take my pills. You know,
So you
just
kind of self-monitor kind of thing.
and I like them because I feel fucking normal and I
It
can
works
do
for
normal
you.
shit. You know.
It works for you.
I don't take my pills. I just want to fucking kill people.
The only thing that makes me feel normal is
Yeah.
this stuff.
I just want to kill people, man. I get really. I had to see a psychoanalyst, and I left the house. I was okay, but by the time I got to his office, I was fucking fuming. He says, "What's?" I said, "I was watching the news, and that fucking cocksucker from YouTube, Bono, was saying how we should be giving money to Africa. hey, you know who should be giving money to Africa? The fucking Vatican, because they're the ones that say they shouldn't practice safe birth control. So if they can't practice birth control to have all these fucking kids because of what the Vatican says, the fucking Vatican pay. And then this fucking cunt on the bus, I went off. It's just like, yeah, but how does that affect you personally? I said, it just makes me really fucking mad.
You're allowed to get pissed off
You know?
about world events.
Yeah.
That's normal.
But my anger.
That makes you a non-conformist.
Yeah, but my anger.
What the fuck?
My anger was
if you
more
don't
anger
care about
than
world
was
events,
needed.
it's kind of like you seem more like a self-centered bastard kind of thing.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You know, I see all this stupid shit. Who the fuck isn't going to get angry? You know? And then you have to write shit down and change my medication. My medication's working fine. It's the fucking morons I meet up with on my way to your office that drive me nuts. Yeah, fucking
Well, I was
assholes.
asked, do you think you have a special gift for society? And I'm thinking, well, my IQ is about 140.
Yeah.
So I said yes.
Yeah.
And of course they interpreted as if I had special powers or some shit like that. Bias
A
questions.
narcissistic megalomaniac.
And they kept on saying, it seems to falsely represent his addiction to alcohol. I said, I don't have a problem drinking alcohol. I don't have a problem with alcohol. I like answer those types of questions because I don't drink this stuff.
Exactly.
But the questions are geared as if you automatically drink this stuff and have
There's
and you
no
smoke
gray
and do
area.
drugs.
They
Yeah.
don't give it.
They
There's
don't-
no yes, no, or other.
They don't assume, or they don't have a
What?
question saying, "Do you
No,
drink
it's
alcohol?"
fucking
They don't
bullshit,
have shit
man.
like that.
It's
It's
fucking-
automatically assumed
yeah.
you do. So those questions.
They'll
are fine.
ask you questions where you can always answer in a negative or affirmative. If you answer in the affirmative, then there's obviously something that needs to be looked into. It's like, yeah, but why wasn't there a gray area for me to answer?
Well, that reminds me. The doctor
Dumbasses.
said at one point, yeah, he's smart enough that he might be able to foil some tests because he could figure out what the answers should be to,
Mhm.
to pass, kind of thing. Meanwhile, he says I'm incompetent or I can't work.
I'm a chef.
If I'm smart enough to figure out how to answer tests correctly, shall we say, then obviously I do have some sort of special gift.
I'm a
I'm
chef.
smart enough.
I'm a chef who used to being in charge. I have mental illness. I like alcohol a little bit too much and drugs a little bit too much. But I also do creative things like write and draw and shit like that. So in order to do the things I do, I have to study people so I can pass those fucking tests.
Yeah,
You know,
a bit of-
because I know the
you know a bit
keywords.
about psychology.
Yeah, exactly. It's like there's keywords, you know, and you only the best lie is the one that's spattered with a little bit of truth.
Yeah, 'cause it's hard to tell what's
Yeah.
the poo-poo.
Like I've walked out many times, just like now I'm gonna go beat the fuck out of people because I'm in a worse mood than when I went and talked to those cocksuckers.
Or how about this? I got a death threat from a representative of the Legion saying, don't file a complaint against the Legion of the Audit Police Service or I'll put you in an early grave. That's an actual death threat.
Yeah,
So of course when they ask, do you think people are out to get you?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm receiving a death threat.
It's not paranoia when everybody's out to get you,
Yeah.
man.
And the Audit Police Service and the Legion are pretty powerful. You got one? Yeah.
They were sitting there right on the corner, coming for me. I just got grossed up by picking them up and squishing their phone and everything.
Okay, that's nasty.
You got him though. That's not him.
It wasn't a bed bug. It was a big gnat. Fuck that.
That's not such
Of
thing as
course
a big
people are
knife. That's just small.
Oh,
It's a strange phone call.
not a gnat. I don't know what it's called.
He's just calling it that for now.
Yeah.
Right.
Whatever it is, it's annoying. It always wants to go in my fucking hair.
Run its fingers through your hair, Jay.
It's a cock-hungry, 12-legged spider. I wish.
I'm thinking you're making that
I
up.
wish, because I would feed him at my house. It's like, yeah, food here. Food.
Oh, you're gonna chop it off. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, I've been in a psych ward twice, and I've had to deal with other mental health issues started in my teens and shit like that. And I had a what do they call it? Alcoholic psychosis breakdown when I was 22, 23, and I was just sitting in a corner. And it wasn't just alcohol, it's like because of my dynamic, which is kind of like bipolar, it's like I have a million radio stations, a million conversations, a million TV stations, a million songs, and just all in my head at the same time.
Oh, yeah, it's basically
Yeah,
Like for me, I basically
It's
went
like
through one thought process, but you got a bunch of them going on, so it's kind of
exactly.
how do you sort it all out.
And when the medication isn't there, I'm actually able to pay attention to
You
each
can
and every
focus
single
on
one
it.
of them. And
You're not hearing voices, it's just like a bunch of different
Yeah.
things you're thinking about. And
exactly.
that just will jump around.
Yeah, and it gets really fucking noisy.
Yeah.
You know, it just gets
It's
really,
the chatting
really
monkeys. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
It just
It's
gets
the chatting monkeys. Right,
really
Jay?
fucking noisy.
Huh?
It's the chatting monkeys. What that cyclo.
Yeah, cyclothymium.
All the conversations that
Yeah.
I was thinking about and all that stuff in his
Yeah.
head. It's
Yeah.
the
It's
chatting
like
monkeys.
a million stations, a million TV stations.
You know
I'm
what I'm
able to
talking
pay attention to all of it.
You know what I'm talking about? Martial arts. Chattering monkeys, still mine.
The what?
Chattering monkeys, martial arts.
Oh, still mine.
Martial arts
Yeah.
philosophy and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
And-
talking about chattering monkeys.
And it's like, so like bipolar will go like this, bipolar 2, like the waves are like this. And it's like me, it's like half an hour. It's like I wake up, I want to cry, I go take a pee,
Oh, like
I'm
within-
happy, I go back to bed, I'm ready to fucking kill somebody. All
So it's
within
like
that
it
length of
oscillates
time.
perfectly.
And it's a rapid cycle. And it's like I try to explain to other people, it's like, do you notice like when your mind is a battlefield and it happens to be your worst enemy at the same time? Why the fuck do you think
So
I
all this
do
stuff
what I
going through
do?
your head.
You know, it's just like, just shut the fuck up already. You know, and then there's the OCD and anxiety. And I know when my OCD gets out of, like I know when I'm stressed out or uptight or something in my mind, because all my angles have to be perfect.
Oh, you get more OCD when you're stressed out.
Yeah, so like my book's sitting on a table, it can't be like this. It has to be a perfect right angle. And then if I do one thing, like it's just I polish my jewelry, then I have to do my shoes, and I can't just do the shoes I'm going to wear. I have to do all of my shoes. And
So
if you look, and then if you look at my closet, everything is by color. And if anything's out of whack, it fucks me up. And I'm not able to start laundry and walk away from it. But like if I put shit in the washer, I have to wash, dry, fold, and put away. Because if I walk, if I go away between any of those moments, it's the only thing I can think of.
Wow.
You know, and
So it's kind of like when you're stressed
Yeah.
out, this OCD stuff takes over
yeah.
and put more,
And
more
I-
structure in your life.
Yeah, and I count.
And more.
Yeah,
And
but,
get rid of the chaos.
but I count up to 15. I don't know why it's 15. It's like
It's just
like
15.
up and down stairs. I hit 15, and then I have to start again. And once I notice I'm counting, it's a sign to me. It's just like, okay,
Just adds order to your life.
there's something going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something's
Just
going
adds-
on, and I have to
Just
figure
adds that
out.
order to your life, all the chaos. That's
Yeah.
That's what the OCD is.
I like order.
Because you're not dealing with a bunch of shit disorder. That's my guess.
Yeah. I fucking hate asymmetry. I hate disorder. I fucking just like that. I used to say to my wife, and she used to call me Spock. She would say something, I'd look at her, and I'd take a second and said, you do know what you just said is completely illogical, right? Well, what do you mean? It's like, this, it makes absolutely no fucking sense. Well, thank you, Mr. Spock. It's like, you're the one who's talking foolishness, you know? What the fuck did I do? I'm just correcting you. Just point out your flaws. Somebody's got to.
Yeah, I don't like conflict because I
Yeah.
fight back. I usually get punished for fighting back.
Exactly. It's
So I
always
find other
happened.
ways of fighting back.
I don't do well with conflict. But you know what I'm really, I'm an expert? It's fucking passive aggressiveness.
Oh yeah.
I can drive people fucking
Yeah.
mad until they end up in a psych ward without without throwing a punch.
I like that one.
You know, it's
I like-
true.
Yeah.
So can I
Yeah.
I don't so
I-
so Adam saying
yeah.
for a fucking
Passive
year.
aggressive is just like,
Yeah.
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 He was at the tribunal. He was like, I haven't slept for a year. But when they
You don't have to
awarded
punch
me another
somebody in
month,
the face to get back at
Yeah,
them.
exactly. Just make their life fucking horrible, which is what I've been doing to my neighbor. I've been putting stuff on the knob for his cupboard. I know it's a little thing, but I know it drives me fucking nuts because I hear him muttering about it. It's just like, yeah, that's only the beginning, you fucking cocksucker. Wait till I really get started. And the first rule of law is not what you know, it's what you can prove. So if anytime I'm questioned, it's like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I can still be a good with this. But only when people are fucking dicks to me. Otherwise, you know?
Yeah, treat me nice, but treat me nice.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
the golden rule, isn't it?
Well, they say respect is earned, but in my world, it's like everybody deserves respect until there's a reason to not respect them. Respect is automatic.
No, they don't. If they're respected,
Yeah.
deserve the benefit of the doubt, not respect.
Hmm.
Yeah, it might be better than it.
Yeah.
But once
Like,
you,
I could fuck you over, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it.
But-
right now
but-
because
but-
you haven't given me a reason to.
but once you start fucking with me, and after a couple weeks or a couple months, it's like, okay, game on. I'm in. What can I do to make you nuts? You know? You seriously, just
What
where
have
my
you
mind
learned?
Yeah.
What kind of extra have you learned from
Yeah.
mine?
Don't fuck with me and don't fuck with my family, you'll be okay. You do any of those things, it's bad shit is gonna happen. It's a given. You know, it's a given.
It's a sweet.
You know? Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. Look, when I left Toronto and moved to Ottawa the first time, the place I left, apparently it had my mother's number for some reason. It must have been like emergency contact. I got a call from my mother. And this guy went off on my mother. I said, give me your number. She says, what? I said, give me the number. She gave me the number. I called him, and he got on the phone. I said, listen here, you fucking cocksucker. You ever contact any member of my family again, I know exactly where you live. I know exactly how to get in. And I will fuck up you. I will fuck up your entire family. And I'll burn your house to the fucking ground. Don't fuck with my family.
Unfortunately, we're a massive threat.
But that's...
You didn't leave that on the machine, did you?
No, I told him
Oh,
personally.
okay.
And I told him.
Okay.
But apparently you're not allowed to say shit like
No, you're
that.
not. Well, you're allowed to say, you just get in
Yeah.
trouble for saying that.
Yeah.
I said correctly.
He never called my mom again. So I guess he took
You
it
probably figured,
seriously.
well, when he gets out, he will follow through.
Yeah. That sounds like
Like he's not working for
like
him.
my neighbor now. I know he'll call cops. So if I do anything, he's gonna call cops. But I also know that if anything happens, he calls the cops. The last thing I'm gonna say to him is like, "You better not be here when I get out, because then I'll make it worth your time to call the cops if you can."
Hey, Jay, do you think it's a violation for a social worker to ask for a bunch of personal information and pass on to a government worker
Yes.
so you get denied services?
Yeah,
unless
they
you
can
find
do
a Form
that.
14 to give them permission to show that
Form
information.
14?
Yeah.
Or if they don't explain what they need the information for, they just say it's the standard stuff?
Yeah, they
Don't
can do
explain
that.
why they need it?
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
supposed to share your information with anyone unless
Yeah,
you
yeah,
sign
you have to sign the
documentation
form.
policy.
You have to sign the form.
Yeah, she shared information. She asked for to be able to share my financial information
No.
for some dumb reason. My
It's-
medical information, my mental health
The only
my legal
information they can share is if you share something with them about a child in danger or you
Oh no, that's when they
yourself.
could go without consent.
Yeah.
But she insisted on getting that information.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And Ross spoke to veterans affairs without my okay.
Man,
And my case manager said, get the one to speak to my lawyer.
they fucked you royally.
Yeah. Because these people, some of them, they work for the Legion. Or they're connected to the Legion.
Fuck you royally and fucking dry
The
them.
Legion wanted to screw me over because the Legion thought that I was informing on them to CRA. Being revenues. That's where the death came from. I know this because one time I was at a bank at an ATM and this guy just came up behind society and like he was there. And I figured this guy would be a Legion guy. So I said, so he could hear me. You know that thing about me informing on the Legion? I just made that up. And he went, oh, fuck. He was following me.
Yeah.
Fucking prick.
Just like you ever watching down the sidewalk and somebody's, for me, it's like, Warren Bodie, Mr. Bodie, I will not turn around and reply because that means I'm being served. And if you don't, if you do not respond, you cannot be served.
Yeah.
So if you're ever walking down the fucking street and people start calling your name, keep walking. Because your friends have your phone number. Right?
Nobody's got
Yeah.
my phone number really kind of thing, but for some reason I'm still getting calls. Like they sent that letter from the section here, but they didn't put my last name. They didn't. They just assumed with me, so somebody gave them information.
Yeah,
I wonder if they
fuck.
spelled it right.
Can't do that
They
shit,
didn't use my
man.
full legal name either. They used my middle name, Robert.
Ah, they can't do that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta look at that information. Let's see, can they call you every day?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I go by Warren Bodie or Warren Bodie the third. Depends on who
Like
I'm
when I
dealing
do
with.
the bank, I use my full
Yeah.
legal name.
And I only sign shit if it's absolutely necessary. It's true. I've been that way since.
And the only
If I don't have to sign it, I'm not fucking signing it.
and the only bank card I had with CIBC at the time had the name James Robert Heard on it. Not Robert Heard. So it's a different Robert Heard than that. Because if I do a Google for Robert Heard, it's coming.
Yeah.
I know, especially in the United States and Canada. Some of them don't look like you.
I'm going to change my name legally to Mr. Long Dong in your bum.
The Schlong Avenger. Oh, poor Jay, now he's paranoid about bugs.
Yeah, no. There's nothing over there, man.
There, it's right there.
You know,
Where? What's his shit?
My hand, I'm pushing it.
Okay, Jay.
Seriously.
I believe it.
is it interrupting
I
his
actually
game?
saw it jumping, right in my focus. It looks right over there.
Don't see it.
Oh, that's the last one I just caught it out of the corner of my eyes, jumping it, man, right there. Ones that jump, or appear to be flying, those are the blue ones, the white ones.
Yeah.
Doesn't get,
Rock.
they're like a white Huh?
Rock's okay. Why not? It's my medical flow.
So you know how we file that stuff now, so you just gotta file that, and then find out when they're gonna give you a court date, and then I can set up everything else, write it up, and make a presentation all ready.
And they actually do,
And
do the
I
mediation
guarantee I'm gonna win.
they do the mediation for the Canada human rights stuff for the phone sometimes.
Okay.
I don't know about that kind of stuff. But Ontario, like a couple times I did mediation for their human rights stuff. We went downtown near the land lieutenant building, or inside the building. A mediator came from Toronto. Flew down from Toronto. But so Brockville didn't give me access to the rights of prior the first time I was in. And they're still been
And they didn't have a thing on the board with the ombudsman's phone number and shit, right?
the first time I was in, no. Well, no, they did, but they didn't give me details about it. And
They didn't tell you what it
and I
was
didn't know I
about.
could make a phone call. It's like, actually, at one point, they disabled the phone. They wouldn't let people call out. But the rights advisor's in the Brockville facility, and she never came to see me. And I was in for a 28-day assessment or something like that. So she should have seen me. But she didn't.
That's funny, talking to one of my best pals today. Could have sent her a message when I got home and I was all fucked up yesterday. It's like, sorry I haven't been around. I've been kind of busy. Well, actually, truthfully, I've been really fucked up with Jay for the past few days. And then I get home and sleep a couple hours, so I was talking to him today.
Yeah.
And he says, so, you guys doing speed? And I said, yeah, lots of it. He's like, you fuck. It's like, you were supposed to come smoke bombs with me. And I was like, yeah, I couldn't make
boy.
it. And then we talked for a little while. I was like, yeah, I'll see you in a couple of days. Like, his mom just died recently. And one of the promises I made, it was like, he's 36, so he's a lot younger than I, 17 years or whatever. But I wanted and needed her to know that I always had his back and that he was going to be on the court. You know?
Yeah.
Because everybody needs a friend. But then I realized, like, I haven't been too fucking friendly lately.
That's another thing to move up. Get a landline. So in case somebody gets stuck in the slammer or something like that, they have a
Yeah.
landline to call.
Exactly.
Because they won't let you call a cell phone sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, but collect call from, and it's like, okay, what will my brother do this time?
And Brockville has a 1-800 number. And they didn't give it out. They refused it.
Yeah.
I only found out by accident. Because I got one, I was friendly with enough to the staff.
Yeah.
Some of the staff members and they give you special considerations.
So once they realize you're not batshit crazy, they're just like, you know, well, obviously, because you're a smart guy, but you know, there's degrees of mental illness, and then there's degrees of the severity of the illness when you're experiencing an episode. So like I had one a couple of weeks ago,
There's the baseline and there's
yeah.
the extra crap. You know,
Well, I
that
usually
taking the
know
fans.
quickly, but on the 6th day I realized, okay, this isn't situational. This is chemical. Because the way it's felt, like, it's like I couldn't get to bed. Food had no flavor. I was fucking angry as fuck, so I wouldn't leave the house because I wanted to fucking beat the shit out of people. And
Well,
I'm,
so you controlled it.
and I'm usually pretty quick.
Hmm.
But it took me 6 days, and I realized, like, you know what? This is something going on in my meds. And I was at the doctor's office that morning. It's just like, this is what's going on.
So you self-managed it.
Yeah,
It took you
but-
6 days, but you
Yeah.
figured it out. That's pretty good.
six days is a lot though to feel as
Yeah, but you
fucking, to
figured
feel
it out.
the way I
That's the
did.
thing, though. But you figured it out.
Yeah.
It took 6 days, but you still figured it out.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's just like, oh, it's like, okay, I'm
Because
off.
there's some people that just don't fucking know.
Yeah, I know.
They just don't know.
Well, which freaks me out, it's like, how could you not?
Well,
Yeah,
maybe just,
but
maybe
I-
just more self-aware than most
Yeah.
everyone tries to. Self-aware?
Yeah,
Insight.
yeah,
Insight
inside.
of things called.
Yeah, I do. Hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah. Cause and effect, consequences, you know? Just because you can do... Yeah, just because you can do something, just because you feel like doing something, doesn't mean you should do what you were thinking about.
Did I hear the phone?
You know?
Yeah, it rang once.
Oh, so you got it.
And I try to think. Think of the consequences. Think of the reactions. And think of like how it's gonna be. It's like if I do this, what is going to happen? My mind is able to do it. Just like, okay. So what I need to do is just fucking isolate. Because I do not trust myself to most
So I guess
people
when you-
right now.
So I guess when you notice that you haven't been thinking things through enough, then you say, oh, things are getting more serious. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Well,
And then you probably self-isolate or something.
And I don't discuss problems. If I have an issue that's fucking eating me and I become silent for a couple days because I'm fucking thinking about it, and then I come up with an answer, and then I'll tell people the reason why I've been quiet, and then I'll say, and this is what I think I should do. How does that sound to you? And sometimes they give me a better idea. It's like, oh, cool. Okay.
Problem solved. Oh, separate topic. Not too sure, but I think there's a problem with your phone. Because there's been a few times when you've called and you've been like really
Yeah, it's
faint.
my phone.
Okay.
It's a app. I'm using an app. It's fucked right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not using my regular phone. Piece of shit. Fucking internet. Jay.
Yeah.
Jay.
It amuses me when the stuff is boring.
But my eyes do the same
Because when you do
thing.
that, you start seeing your
Yeah,
things.
yeah, but
going
when
in
you
little
do that,
circles.
my eyes are doing the same thing. I look like a fucking muppet. My eyes are doing circles, you know? It's like googly eyes. I've actually met people who look like muppets. I knew a guy named Ernie. He looked just like Gonzo. It was the weirdest thing, and I always wanted to call him Gonzo because I couldn't remember his fucking name. But there's no way I could call him Gonzo, so I used to call him Dude. And you know life sucks if you look like a Muppet.
Unless it's animal. In which case you're an awesome drummer.
I,
So you're
love,
21.
I love that band. You know the name? Do you ever
No.
see it on Side
I
Bus?
forget the name. What is it?
They're called Electric Mayhem.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the name of the band. Electric Mayhem. Yeah.
Sprayed the vinegar through the legs.
exactly. But they're not gnats. I just call them gnats because they look like gnats, but they bite.
You gotta
Gnats
look
don't
at
bite
gnats,
you.
and that's what it kind of looks like. But the gnats I looked up, but they only go after fruit and stuff like that, so it must be a variation there.
So,
But there's a lot of different types of bugs around here.
I don't always have sex, but when I do, it's with your mom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
That's what I say to people in the kitchen. I had a waiter piss me off one time. His name was Nerl or something. So we just used to call him Gnarl or Gnarly.
Gnarly.
When he pissed me off, I fucking grabbed him by the front shirt. I said, "You fuck me one more time, I swear to God, I'm gonna take you up back, have a smoke. I'm gonna bend you over. I'm gonna fucking rape you until you bleed." And the look on his face was just like,
you till you bleed out your mouth.
like he just like. And then I realized what I had said. I was like, "Yeah, you better go away now."
But in a friendly manner.
Because
you're gonna like it.
So the other people who heard me, everybody in the kitchen was looking at me like this. Was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Yeah.
He must have missed you.
Oh yeah, you made me angry. That's never a good thing in the kitchen. I have knives.
Yeah, I gotta rip you with a curling iron.
Yeah. I know how to hold it. You don't stab. You hold it so you can slide. You know.
So you can draw.
I watch movies, man.
You hold it so you can draw.
I don't know a lot of karate, but what I do know, I learned from Lethal Weapon 1. Mel Gibson taught me everything I know.
You have problems.
Yeah.
You live in a boat or something, or an RV on the beach.
Yeah.
With an escape hatch in the
Then they
floor.
fuck with the dog. Never fuck with the man's dog.
Yeah, there's a movie about that.
Fuck with my wife, don't fuck with my dog. Yeah, John Wick, the first one.
And there was
They
another
killed
one.
the fucking
Oh,
puppy.
there's another one. Boarding this dog or something like that. The
Yeah.
apocalyptic movie.
Yeah.
And he goes to this place where there's a whole bunch of horny females or something like that. And they kill his dog. He already had to choose between his dog and
Yeah.
horny females. Listen,
Yeah,
I'm choosing
dog.
the dog.
This is bad, but
Dog.
yeah. You'll stop being horny and you'll go away. The dog's gonna hang out with me until he dies.
And all he needs is beer and peanut butter.
You know? Yeah.
Dog's my best friend.
Yeah, I like animals. More than most people.
Especially sheep.
Cheer me the fuck up.
Excuse me, sir, is this your farm? No. So why you fucking that lamb?
Man,
I love lamb.
I'm just putting on the splits here. I'm gonna wait for it to watch. Well, you're fucking that lamp. Why? You want to go?
Yeah.
You want to turn?
Exactly.
Just,
I'm almost done here.
I'm just priming it for you.
Yeah. I'm almost done here.
I'm not fucking around. Look at me. I was just standing here with my dick out, minding my own business, and all of a sudden that just rushes me.
I'm just trying to teach it a lesson.
I gotta hold it still so I can shear it.
Well, look, that's why all those guys wear fucking rubber boots, man. Those fucking wellies, just so you can stick the hind legs in the boots so they couldn't run away when you were fucking them. Just stick the fucking
It
legs
has
in the
nothing to
back.
do with muddy terrain or
Yeah.
a bunch of cow
Nah.
shit. Nothing at all.
It's just so they can't run. Yeah.
Because they don't kick.
But then occasionally,
They don't buck. And don't kick.
occasionally you see a farmer and a sheep running down the fucking side road.
But it's not shearing season. And you wonder why the land gets scared. Then you come to oh,
That's all we're in to come tomorrow that we're gonna have to get it.
yeah.
Okay?
Ah, man. You're supposed to give it to your girlfriend in the house, man. Oh, jeez.
That's the last one I was praying with Jay. I was online with my friend and said, "Where you been?" I said, "I've been getting high." He says, "How you doing now?" I said, "I'm really high." He said, "What's up?" I said, "My whole room's covered with sperm." I've been up for it. He's just like, I did not need to hear that. I will talk to you
I
tomorrow.
have stalactites. I have stalactites.
Yeah.
It's not cobwebs in the corner.
Yeah, you ever hear? Oh, you probably know. You know mnemonic.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm afraid of stalactites and stalagmites.
The
Because
magmites
one
most,
has G,
stalactites
one
don't.
has C. C is ceiling, so it's stalactite, and the other one has G, ground, stalagmites. And I can never remember which ocean which is on either side, and then I used vowels because the Atlantic A is on East Coast E.
Oh. That's good.
So you can always remember that. Yeah. And even though I'm 53, if I'm turning something, I still say righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Yeah, me too.
It's fucking embarrassing.
Me too. Or you go into a hotel and you realize, what the hell is the hot water doing on the right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. Would you like that porn in your room to be disabled? What kind of sicko are you? I want regular porn, you fuck.
Timing is everything.
Yeah.
Very close. Oh, there's even more red. Oh.
Yeah. As it gets darker at night, they go redder.
Oh, so they're red on the outside and red on the inside. Isn't that good?
The guys from the Series B.
When they put them through the metal detector?
Yeah.
Like that guy didn't know what was going to happen? Maybe,
Yeah.
What a meathead.
I was captured by aliens and they probed me and I was like, yeah, you guys better try it a second time and do it like you mean it this time.
I'm going to buy me dinner first.
Yeah. The cocksucker,
Do we get a movie?
you didn't kiss me.
I'm going to call.
Don't hate me in the morning. I hate you now.
You pick me up. Can I put a bag over here?
Yeah. I remember when I slept with the ugliest woman in the world. It was not one of my shining moments. And then everybody in the kitchen found out, and I knew I was automatically fucked. So these fuckers aren't gonna let that go.
Some people don't let shit go.
Yeah. Well, I had to. She was buying beer, so I had to pay her back somehow.
You could have used a rolling pin, man.
Yeah, I just didn't know that her roommate was my sous chef's sister, and we
Or he
bumped
got around.
and we bumped condoms off her. So after that, I was done. I was like, oh well,
Or he got around.
in for a penny, in for a pound.
And I found you it was.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm trying to pick up his helmet
So
now.
she even had a mustache. It tickled. So that's what a mustache feels like.
She had an Adam's apple too. Oh my god!
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty horrible. When I went into a camera fair, all my friends were standing at the front of the bar saying, Warren, don't go! Warren, don't go! And I said, I have to. Yeah. I could say I'm a little ashamed and embarrassed, but that's not the worst. There's been other times.
And that's why one can sleep at night.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting these itchy feelings when I was in the restaurant.
Because there's nothing there to chew on you. The restaurant's clean.
Yeah.
Certainly hope so. You know, people get weird about restaurants. They think they'll drop it or spare whatever, even if the guy's a prick or whatever. But any kitchen that I've ever worked in, one of our first rules, doesn't matter. It's like, respect the food, respect the ingredients. Like I had a boss that we tried to kill. Seriously, so we were using 35% cream, lots of butter, and lots of salt. And there's a way to describe that flavor, so you don't realize how much is in there. But then he finally came in one day. He said he had to change his diet because his cholesterol level was really high. And we were just like, we've done our job, you know. But other than that, I've never, like, if I drop something, I put it on the side until I can wash it later. I would never, ever, you know, people are paying good fucking money. You know what I mean? It's like they come there for an experience, they come there for something, and if you do something that fucking scummy, means you shouldn't even be in the kitchen, you cocksucker.
The head chef at the dance floor comes to talk to you from time to time.
Yeah. Hey,
He just comes out and goes, hey Rob, how's it going?
we're chatty with our regulars, man. You're fucking right. I've had a few regulars just like, yeah, I sit down and have a coffee and I hear about their dogs and their kids and shit, and it's like, it's cool.
Yeah, like I got the
Yeah.
pictures asking, so you doing anything later tonight kind of thing? You have any plans? Or how's your week been kind of thing?
Yeah.
You know, just making small talk. And I'm thinking,
Yeah.
partially, look, you're already getting a good tip. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
So ask them like how their week's going, things like that.
Exactly. And
It's just a way of wrapping up kind of thing.
so right now, COVID is fucking everything up because they did study with monkeys, and when they're taken away, they don't thrive and they fucking die. And right now, we're told to wear masks, isolate, and keep a social
Basically,
distance.
window shop.
We're social animals. Without that, we're fucked.
Socialism.
And
Not
that's
socialism.
no,
It's something else.
and that's part of the problem right now. And what do you think so many people going batshit crazy? Now we're supposed to spend another winter in the house? Fuck you. It's like, now you just made me angry. And that's never a good thing.
Oh, the Ontario.
Because even I know what I do when I'm angry.
The Ontario government said we were probably rolling out vaccines starting January.
Yeah, I saw that
But the
today.
federal said we don't really have that information yet.
Well, there's two they're going to use, but Pfizer has to be kept at a certain temperature below zero, and there's
Yeah.
another one they're looking at now.
But the thing is, they're going to do it like a staggered
Yeah.
release, like certain
Oh.
priorities kind of thing.
But you know what I heard today when I was watching it, and this was on Canadian and CNN.
Oh, really?
Americans are getting it before us.
Could be.
But of course, Canadians being the ones bitches that we are, had a complaint with that, and I was like, yeah, look at the fucking numbers. Who needs it first?
Besides, they're being hit harder.
Exactly, that's what I mean. They need it first, because our death numbers haven't gone, so we're still at 10,000 plus, which is high, but that's been that way for, fuck, I don't even know how long now.
And they don't realize that Trump is a businessman first, and these negotiations have been happening for a while now.
Yeah.
They're not just like happening today.
Exactly.
So he's been in the works for a while. So yeah, it would have looked good if he was going to be the president in the next term kind of thing. If he had made all those arrangements probably ahead of time to get all the vaccine, but he's
Yeah.
not going to be president. But he's still leaving on us for that portion kind of thing.
Well, it's really weird when people put on Canadian and American and American citizen, and I'm proud to be American, but then they say things about Canada, and it's just like, man, Canada has such a checkered past. It's like, I don't know what the
No,
fuck.
it,
I don't know what you're
nothing
reading,
ever went wrong in
and what glasses to just look like the internment camps on the East Coast, the way the Vietnamese were treated, the boat people.
Yeah.
The way it's just like, what the fuck? It's like, where do you get this shit from, man? It's like,
And that's
fucking
why they're just
study your
doing
fucking
the Complaint
history.
Commission.
Study your history before you talk about Canada the Great.
There's a reason human rights trials happen in the Supreme Court.
Huh?
It's because it reached that point already.
Fucking-
I mean, they're still trying to figure out how to deal with the Indian thing, shall we say. I mean, it's kind of obvious.
Canadians are really good at being fucking assholes and then coating it with sugar so you accept the fact that you're being a fucking prick.
Yeah.
That's what we did, right?
It's
Here we
right
are.
for sorry.
Yeah.
And they're known to say sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. That smile on the face.
Oh, I hurt your feelings, or I left my shoe up your ass when I kicked you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That is a thing
and
to
that
say
makes
about it.
everything all right.
Yeah, I said I'm sorry.
I told my wife when we got married, and I was doing my fine dining and shit like that. I just finished like getting to the top of my game,
Yeah.
and I told her, I'll tell you the same thing I tell people in kitchen. I'll say sorry, But the only reason I say sorry is so you shut the fuck up. It's not because I mean it. Which was true at the time. Yeah? I just want you to stop fucking talking. That's it. It's just that simple.
Without doing it, just saying shut the fuck up. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously, yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, some people go for that apologies for power move kind of thing.
I'm starting to second guess my relationship because I remember when I got in my last relationship.
Where you stuck the battle, man.
I'm selfish, I'm arrogant, I'm a little pretentious, and I don't like to share. And I don't like being accountable to anybody. Like, my time is my time, and I should be able to do whatever the fuck I want, when I want, regardless. But when I'm in a relationship, it just doesn't work that way. And now that I'm supposedly answering to someone what the hell they're doing lately, it's just like, oh, you're angry? So what? I'm going to bed. Fuck up. Okay. Oh, I hurt your feelings? Oh, well, get over it. You know?
Well,
So I realized, like, wow, I guess I am still a dickhead. But, you know, it's like there's no fucking accountability and answering. It's just like, so when I left today,
Little things like the size of fan.
so when I left today, I left a message. Going out, be home later.
And then girl.
how's that thing in your
Fucking painful.
still there?
Yeah. Can't get it out. I need like a nail polish remover to soak it in and fucking asphyxiate it.
Can you use some more of that hand sanitizer?
Yeah, can I get for that?
Yeah.
Try to fucking fill it with that?
There are a couple doses a day might do it.
I don't always pull my penis, but when I do, it's the pictures of your mom.
That's why she's so unhappy.
Yeah,
She's thinking, look at
I
this.
love fucking with people in the kitchen. It's just saying random things.
He's happy to pull his penis. You gotta do that. You haven't baptized me.
That's that Newfoundland joke and Newfie's sitting at the kitchen table reading the paper and he starts fucking crying. What's so upsetting? He shows the paper. And the headline is like, hundreds of women it says hundreds of women battered each year. And the wife says, yeah, I know it's upsetting, but why are you crying so hard? And he says, well, fuck, I've been eating them raw this whole time.
Then some fans will say, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's violence against women.
Yes, really. But that's
What, teeth marks?
I thought black jokes, gay jokes, Jewish jokes, I don't give a fuck. My people have been oppressed. I can say whatever the fuck I like.
People going to a comedy show and walking out with their offended. You should have known
Yeah,
the comic. Do your
exactly.
homework.
Yeah.
Did you go there to protest? Don't be a dick.
Yeah. I found him offensive.
It's comedy. It's supposed to make you. They're naked ladies. Oh, that's offensive. Whoa.
What mayor was that? Judy Roman back there?
Yeah,
What
in
is
Toronto there at
it's
the
fucking
time.
ridiculous.
Stupid.
Yeah. Who the fuck says they're naked when they're over the age of 6?
There's something like that, and don't call people dick or a prick, because I find
Yeah.
it offensive.
You know what I need to get it is olive oil.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Suck it out.
that'll draw that.
But you're still able to post Woody Woodpecker things on Facebook. It's like,
Yeah.
you do know that everything in this game refers to a dick, right? Woody,
Wood and Pecker.
Yeah.
And he kind of laughs.
You haven't caught on yet?
That's stupid.
Why do you think he's laughing?
But you're not offended by Mickey Mouse, you know, the
Yeah.
pantless animal.
Yeah. Every time I start to gain faith in humanity, something stupid happens. Like, oh yeah, where is he?
Now what I need is nail polish remover, basically.
I'd rather a chainsaw.
Or I can cut your ear off.
Hence the chainsaw.
Nail polish remover would kill it.
Oh, spider! Lovely. Okay.
Well, keep him alive.
I'm not gonna do
Oh man.
Or you just got dismayed by
I'll
waiting
just
for
go
it.
with the
Unacceptable.
Well, it's only 20. It's not too bad. Dun, dun. Oh yeah. Bam, bam. Fuck's sake. I know it's got on the head.
Yellow.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Oh, yeah, the biggest.
Yeah.
On the side.
Dun, dun.
That's what feels days off, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I watched that movie so many times.
Sometimes you just gotta say, what the fuck? I love that. It's just perfect. It's true.
What was his sister? What's that actress's name again?
Mia Krishna.
No, she was in Dirty Dancing.
Oh, yeah, that's the other chick.
I don't know.
Not
Antichrist?
I can't, I can't remember.
Did you say Antichrist?
Oh,
That's a strange name.
She had nose job and shit like that. So she
I always
doesn't-
thought she was cute. Girl
she
from Dirty
doesn't
Dancing.
she doesn't look like that anymore. What's her name?
Something gray, yeah, but I forget what her first. What the hell?
Hmm.
You have been.
Well, that's peculiar.
One day he's gonna sneeze like that and his control's gonna go flying.
Or I'm gonna have a little fucking stroke.
Right, well,
Fucking pop fucking vessel in my head.
The next time I get abducted by aliens and I get a problem, I'm going to tell them, it's like, I haven't pooped in a couple days. It's going to be messy.
Mine is a little bit to the right, it's gonna unblock it.
Yes. Do it like you mean it, you fucker.
I said, that's the wrong tool. Or did you calibrate it yet? Yeah, the couple you can calibrate it on.
I know, I was watching some disturbing porn when I got home this morning or last night. I was just like, how the fuck do they... Yeah, I don't want to know. So I just started watching TV because I was getting disturbed. And if it
Is that a
disturbed...
3, Warren? Is that a 3?
What?
Where?
Right there.
Where?
Is that a 3 or a 5?
3, 175.
Okay.
Christmas is coming. My mom has a problem with sons, so my present says, love you, love Satan. I think she's supposed to say Santa.
My dad sent me an email. After he couldn't call. And they got mad at me because I didn't call him every
Yeah, I told you about the article I read. I read it years ago when I was having issues with my mom and shit, and it's like every time I talked to her, she was fucking nuts. And there was an op-ed.
Super
He-
tired.
and the title was Divorcing Your Parents or Family. And what it was about was like, okay, it's like if it's toxic or annoying and it causes you whatever, walk away from the relationship. Doesn't matter if it's your fucking mom, and that's what I did. It's like every time I talk to my mom, I just fucking ended up angrier than before. So I just stopped talking to her for 6 months, and when I started talking to her, totally different person. You know? I was just like, fuck it. You know? Fuck it. No, my grandma Maggie, my mom's mom, she's dead. But she also had mental illness. And at the time, like everybody just said she was crazy. But after I was like getting diagnosed and spoke about family history, all evidence points to the fact that she was schizophrenic. Like she used to talk to her watch, like she was talking to her headquarters asleep. And there used to be 5-star whiskey. And it used to come with a little plastic star on it, and she could keep that in her wallet and show it as a badge and shit. but everybody let that shit go. But as an adult, that has something, you know. So, but like that means there's a link. And my mom said to me one day, she said, "I sure wish you had."
Ooh, I got a 3-star guy.
She said, "I sure wish you hadn't inherited my mother's mental illness." And so I just took it back to message that. It can't be helped. It is what it is. Nobody did anything wrong. You know? But you know? It's just like, don't feel bad about it. I ain't stressing. You know? My anger, that's another thing. My anger is just because people piss me off. That food ball, I haven't had a drink and I need a smoke, so don't fuck with it. Yeah. I used to tell my mom, it's like all the bad shit that's happened, but it's like absolutely nothing to do with what they did. It's like fucking bad choices and bad decisions on my part. You know? Oh, yeah. It's just fucking annoying. Sorry, but it's like mine has done the same thing. It's just like enough already. So like, keep that shit up, I'm just gonna stop fucking calling.
Running off and being super depressed and like jumping the rest of the ground and shit like that.
Man, I tell you, it's like because of my mental illness and shit like that, I have been suicidal. And the only thing that kept me going is alcohol and drugs. And people say it's like, oh, you're drinking every. It's like,
What's this guy?
yeah. I'll do it.
Oh, look, I did it. I got 4 mozzarella cheese.
You know what I mean? You know? And what like out of my whole life since I was 20 something, and when I was finally diagnosed 4 or 5 years ago for the last time, which was the same diagnosis I had in 2001, but that fucking diagnosis for 5 minutes. And then when I finished, you start talking, and he hit every salient point, and he was able to fucking verbatim. And that anybody had ever fucking listened to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's correct.
Like he listened, I was just like, oh. He says, okay, this is what I see, this is what I think, this is what I suggest, and this is what I think would be best for you. And he was right. But finding a doctor like that is fucking tough, man.
Yep.
You know?
That's why when I go to a doctor, I don't want to tell them my history because I don't want them to start a clean slate.
Yeah. And never say the keywords.
Yep.
Because then they're fucking taking you out and you're going to the hospital.
Yeah.
It's happened. That's it. You know? So, I was in Brockville and I was having a bad day. I said, fuck, man, I should just walk up to the tracks and get hit by a fucking train. Next thing I know,
You're being hauled up somewhere.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? suicidal ideation. It's like, no, man. It's like,
pissed off.
I'm having a shitty fucking day. It's like all the people at the house are fucking driving me nuts. You know?
Suicide was grabbing all the sharp objects and
Yeah.
putting them in your room, just waiting for that time when you can't get in the room and barricading yourself in the room and doing shit like that.
Yeah, I still have shit to
fuck?
do, and I have some accomplishments, and
Suicide
I'd like
ideation, my ass.
I'd like a couple more great nephews and nieces. I'd like to see my nieces get married. I need to be there for my mom. You know, it's like give me a fucking break.
Suicidal ideation.
Yeah.
I'm making plans for the future. Suicidal
Yeah.
people don't do that.
Exactly.
The only plans they make are the final ones.
Yeah. Oh well, then I was in treatment, which is kind of funny. So they had two people. We had to draw a picture, but without communicating with each other. So I did a happy face, and then he filled it in, and then I put a bullet hole in the forehead. Well, fuck, guess what happened again? I was like, son of a bitch. It's like, it's a Nirvana picture, man.
Yeah.
It's like, don't you listen to music? Oh yeah, well, we can't have that. And I'm just like, okay, you people are fucked. No, you. It's like, that's why I drink. Suicidal ideation.
Just fucking stupid.
Oh, this is more.
Just tell me, you sure you're not projecting your own thoughts?
Do you know what pisses me off the fucking most right now? There's a guy on the East Coast, expert. His name is Gabor Mate.
Yeah.
He does lots of TED Talks and shit like that. And he says all drug addiction and alcoholism derives from trauma of some sort. I'm just like,
All of it? What about fetal alcohol syndrome?
But there is one thing that I know from when I used to try recovery, that if you ever hear a woman speak, she's either been sexually molested, sexually assaulted, or physically abused, or mentally abused. But for guys, it's just like, yeah, it was fun. Then I got hooked, and I kept doing it. and just like, so but everybody believes what this guy
guys aren't
says.
allowed to talk about their shit.
But what this guy says is fucking gospel. Well, I read some shit on Facebook.
Yeah.
Man, I wrote 10 fucking pages. I was just like, you know what? If you want to find out what drives an addict or an alcoholic, or find out more about the addiction and alcohol, don't talk to 10, talk to 50,000, and I'm going to tell you at least 40,000. There was no fucking trauma. You know what? They liked it. They enjoyed it. The only reason some people stop is like it's no fun anymore. You know, like if I didn't get something from what I do, I'm gonna do it because there's other shit that stopped. It was just I quit drugs for 8 years. The last time, and I was sober 18 months. You know what? I just got fucking tired. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm not having fun anymore. So I stopped. You know? It's like, fuck. I fucking hate these so-called experts. It's like, especially if they don't drink or use drugs, but they're book smart and whatever. Just like, get the fuck out of here.
I had one of the nurses in Brockville say basically to me, he says, Rob, I don't see any signs of psychosis.
What the fuck?
And he's one of the few nurses that actually bought a day direct with the clientele.
Yeah.
So he saw what was going on.
Yeah.
And he wasn't happy with the status quo kind of thing.
No, look,
But he said he didn't want to rock the boat because he got in trouble kind of thing.
you
But
get those places, and it's like they have a hard time differentiating between a psychotic break and a bad fucking mood.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, why do you feel like this? Because I'm in a fucking nut house, sleeping with the guy who snores. Of course I'm fucking pissed off. Look, the last one I was in, the fucking guy took my jacket, my biker jacket, and I'm walking around, and I just finished my birdhouse, so nice. And I see this guy wearing my jacket, so I walked up to him and said, you have to take that off. And he was going off. All of a sudden, everybody in the bubble sees what's going on, and that's not what's going to happen. I fucking grabbed him by the front of his shirt, pummeled him a couple times, ripped my jacket off him, kicked him in the ribs a couple times, and sent him back to his room. And they looked at me and it's like, you can't do that. I said, you have my jacket. That's all I said. You have my jacket. You know? What was I supposed to do? And I asked him
He's
nicely.
never going to steal from you again, is
Yeah.
he?
You know? I mean,
Well,
sometimes
that's not how you handle things. You should talk to
Yeah.
one of the nurses. The nurse not going to do
you
that.
have to be assertive and not aggressive.
Some
Well,
people you can't be assertive with. You have to
Yeah.
do something else about it.
some people, violence is the only fucking language they'll ever understand. I don't give a fuck how much of a pacifist you are. You can try to.
You can't deal with everybody the same way.
Did
You
you?
can't.
Did you think it was like talking nicely to Hitler would have stopped him? Fuck no. The only thing that stopped
Yes, it
him
would
was
have. According to the textbook, it would have.
the only thing that stopped it was fucking violence.
Yeah.
And I believe in violence. Sometimes violence is absolutely necessary
You
in
can't
my
deal with
world.
everybody the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people need a bit more
Yeah.
enthusiasm.
Some people need a good punch in the fucking jaw.
And some
It's
people-
just that
and
simple.
some people just never get it.
Yeah. I've met a few of those. It's like, holy fuck, I beat you 3 times already, would you just stop? Even I'm getting tired.
Like, you don't have to be friends with everybody.
Yeah.
Some people you just say, no, I'm not going to be your friend. I'm not going to be anything for you. You're an asshole.
That is like I tell my kitchen, love me, hate me, I don't care, but you better fucking respect me. You know?
Yeah, I got that too, Jay.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny.
I
it's-
got the itchies.
It's like, I don't understand this whole like when I had to do this test and everything when I was in Brockville, and mine came up that I was a rageaholic. You know, just like, well, if you were me and deal with this shit right there, you'd be fucking angry too. You know? I live in Toronto dealing with a bunch of fucking morons on a daily basis. How am I, you know? But I was a rageaholic dealing with anger issues that were above anger.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the diagnosis man.
Yeah,
really?
the last one, I think it's number 4.
Number
Yeah,
five.
yeah, but,
Okay.
yeah.
they
Yeah, I
have
saw
it.
the
Yeah.
councils of that, yeah,
Really? Wow.
yeah, the rageaholic. What the fuck is that?
Sounds like a buzzword and stuff.
Yeah, it's just, I just hate bullshit. I hate bullshit, honesty, people who aren't fucking loyal, and lies. You know?
They can call me paranoid because I don't trust authority figures. Well, authority figures are screwing over a lot, so.
Exactly. I've had a problem with authorities since grade 4.
Because I'm trusting you with other people. It depends on the location and situation and manner.
What we're doing is in your best interest.
Oh,
shit. You know what's in my because like you didn't even ask me what was in my best interest. Just because you don't know right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm arguing with you about it right now. That means
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
self-aware.
Can I have a smoke outside first? Yeah. And then you
Wait
come
a
back-
second, I thought you were asking my best interest.
And then you come back in with a really big fucking rock. See, that's what I deal with.
If you're asking my best interest, why are you allowing me to have a smoke then?
I don't know, it's like, yeah.
Then why are you keeping me inside with all these violent people?
Yeah.
Hmm?
And
But I
the-
need exercise outside.
The last time I was locked up, I left crazier than when I went in. but I had the guy who we shared a room with. He shared voices and stuff. Man, I can't remember. I guess it's good. But we'd be in the smoke room, and I used to whisper really quietly.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Yeah.
You was
Fuck them up. I guess I was kind of mean, but it was amusing.
Dr. Brockwood said, yeah, he talks a lot with the staff and everything. Well, basically,
Yeah.
the staff isn't drugged to the hilt and then what, a bit more coherent.
Exactly.
But I don't talk to all the staff.
Yeah.
I talk to some of the staff, I also talk to some of the clientele.
Well,
It depends on who it is. But the doctor made a big deal out of it.
I have a really hard time having a conversation or speaking with or hanging out with, I'm sorry, it's going to sound judgmental, stupid people are idiots.
Yeah.
So I would hang out with the people in the bubble, and plus they're all hot chicks, and speak to them because I could have a half-decent conversation. And so, like, I'm not talking to the drooling guy who's painting his birdhouse 50,000 colors.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
obviously
Yeah.
he's an idiot. You know, why the fuck would I talk with him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, man. But you can't fucking win. You can't. Now
So you
once
just
you
make
deal
them
with the
likable.
system like that, you're automatically fucked.
Yeah, because then you turn around and say, do you talk to everybody you meet on the street? No, you
Yeah.
don't. You only talk to a select few. So
Yeah.
shut the hell up.
Yeah.
And there's some people
Yeah.
that's just like that,
So you're
that aggressive politeness.
you're
type.
judgmental.
Yeah.
You have a sense of superiority, and you also suffer from sense of self-importance and grandeur.
Yeah, because it sounds damning.
Yeah. So it's like, where does that even come from, man? It's like I'm talking to the hot-looking nurse, or I'm talking to the drooling guy who drew on his birdhouse.
You know, having some of the staff say, oh, he's a great guy, he's easy to get along with kind of thing, he seems very intelligent and stuff. And I got other staff that's like treating me like shit kind of thing.
Yeah.
I said, what's the problem with the staff? Oh, it's free staff.
Yeah.
They expect a low, like if they set the bar really low and they get confused when I'm above the bar.
Exactly.
They start to panic.
Well, the thing I hate most in the world for me, and this is about anything, I hate being treated like I'm dumb or I'm an idiot because I'm a really smart fucking dude.
Yeah.
And if you talk down to me or use candy words and shit like that, I lose my shit. I lose my shit, man. You know, just like, yeah, this is not fucking happening.
For me, it's when they start doing like that, it's like, okay, now I know who I'm dealing with. You're one of those.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Just work to rule with you.
I don't do well with that.
No,
you know, it's like, sure, I have mental illness and shit like that, but I'm not a fucking moron. You know, I'm not stupid. Don't fucking talk me with your bullshit.
Don't treat me.
How about we give you your meds early and you go lay down? I just fucking woke up. Why the fuck am I? You seem a little agitated.
Well, because there's nothing to do. I mean, breakfast is not filling. I'm overweight anyway.
Yeah.
You want me to lose weight, so I'm not missing breakfast. You're not going
How
to
did you like how the pills made you feel? Just gave you a
I
warm, fuzzy
didn't notice
feeling.
that much of a difference.
How many did you take?
Just one.
Well, you gotta take 2 at a time.
Yeah. And if I eat any more yogurt,
Understood.
I'm going to be shitting in my bed. So it's like, yeah, I just, but it's weird. My dad was a really smart man. And I don't know how to say this in a nice way, so I'll just say it's like he hated stupid people. And he would hang out and have a conversation. He was really funny and shit like that. But if you're an idiot, he didn't say it. He just didn't talk to me. And I have the same fucking trait. It's like I hear a couple words come out of someone's mouth. It's like, okay, this is non-starter. This is worth my time. So I just walk away. I'll be polite. I'll say good morning, good night, good afternoon, shit like that. But beyond that, because I get tired of talking about sports or fucking news. It's like how about something esoteric or something metaphysical or something philosophical or Friedrich Nietzsche or something like that. Trying to find somebody who actually understands is really fucking hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's really difficult, you know. And then they remember shit, but they quote it wrong. It's like Nietzsche wrote about man being a Superman, but they didn't read what came before or what became after.
The whole context.
Exactly.
Yeah. Man's Superman?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta expand on
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
You can't cherry pick the words.
It's like the Bible. It's like money is the root of all evil. No bullshit. What it
There's more
says is
than that.
the love of money is the root of all evil. Get it fucking straight. You know? Don't fucking blow smoke up my ass and tell me your tongue in my hemorrhoid, you fuck. You know? And I hate it when people talk down to me. It's because of my stutter, my speech impediment, shit like that. So I read. I read encyclopedias, dictionaries. I studied shit. I asked questions. But like I put effort into becoming intelligent. Plus, I had natural IQ. I had natural, like a sponge. So when people talk to me like I'm dumb, I get fucking angry. You know? So like, call me a nigger, I don't give a fuck. You know, I don't care. But call me an idiot, I'm hitting you. It's true, you know?
I'm seeing how far my fist can reach the back of your skull.
Okay, you want to do the numbers? A plus B with distance times speed.
You know? See that if it's really 1,000 pounds per square inch.
Yeah.
What? Crunch.
Sounds like the fucking doctors. Well, I can see you're angry. Well, I wasn't angry before I sat
Then
down.
you asked me this question.
Well, why are you angry now? I said, because of shit you're saying.
Yeah.
Who the fuck wouldn't be angry? You know? Have you ever looked at your mother in a sexual... What is fucking Oedipus? What the fuck? What the fuck does that have to do with my condition? You know?
Yeah.
It's like, what are you fucking horny bastard?
Yeah, you got a sex problem, Doc.
Yeah.
You're a pervert. Have sex with the wrestling.
But the people have been driving wrestling. This whole COVID thing is just making people worse.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The tension's building up, people looking for reasons to let loose kind of thing.
The human barometer.
Yeah.
We're about here, and there's about this much to go. And after that, everything's going to
Bad snowstorm kind of thing. That'll really blow things up. Power goes up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Cloudy.
Yeah.
That'll fucking screw the people who do that.
The people are starting to go,
There's one there.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
They're fucking
These are black. These are black.
that was black.
black.
Oh, yeah, it was a flea.
Really?
Yeah, they're fucking crawling around with their fucking hair.
Animals.
There's a cat here.
Yeah, but this one.
Oh, it comes upstairs sometimes.
Yeah.
Like Sylvie opens her door and she opens the door and lets the cat up or something.
And it's not just like an occasional flea, it's like a huge infestation here in the house.
I've never heard of that before. That's why I'm so skeptical.
Don't be skeptical, man. Like,
Well, I
I
believe
saw it
you.
too.
yeah,
I saw it too.
where saw it.
I believe you.
Like, I'm not gonna pause my game.
Sorry.
Yeah, I just don't know what it is.
Like, I have to feel it. Like, once I get to myself and the big bite.
What the fuck do you do about fleas? Oh, I know. Flea shampoo.
No, that only works on an animal.
It's like they're going around all the place.
You can always
It's like if there's actually something in my hair right now, that, yeah, that's gonna kill him. But
Well, give it a shot.
But then he's got to deal with the stuff that is, ones that are on the bed, on the floor, kind of thing. Because eventually when they transfer over to the bed, he's going to get...
You need a steamer, or like a rug cleaner steamer. You know what I mean? Like that's what they use it for clothing. So like, it's like a vacuum, it has a hose, and it puts out
But you
hot
can't rent
steam
them.
and shit.
You can't rent them for something. Well, the law bars just don't keep them, but it don't, you're not renting them out.
Like, this shit's more annoying than me.
Chip with them over by the fucking dick is probably worse for that. Yeah. But I think that's a pressure record. I know it's gonna hurt, but I can't help that. You wanna put that where?
Back to space like this, go back.
Jeez, I mean, your chip that's shrunk, but your hole's gotten nice and tight. Ah, shut up and get I don't know where this shit comes from. Too many years in the kitchen. This is what we talk about in the kitchen. We either talk about music, sex, or food. And most of us are fucking stoned.
Oh, really?
Kill the smoke.